We use Wi-Fi every day, whether you're at home on your laptop or at Starbucks on your phone. Most of us rely on it to connect to the internet. But the thing is, how long has Wi-Fi been around for? We use it every day, and it just seems to have come out of nowhere. And can this over 15-year-old laptop connect to the internet via Wi-Fi? We'll find that out in this episode of Computers and Stuff. Welcome to another video of Computers and Stuff, and today we're going to be looking at Wi-Fi and its history. Now, yes, I'm going to get to the part about the 15-year-old laptop really soon here. I just want to get this quick history of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi was introduced in September of 1998. It used the first version of the 802.11 protocol. You may remember the 802.11 protocol from your router, which probably uses the 802.11n protocol. The first standard didn't have any letter after it. It was simply called 802.11. This version had speeds from 1 to 2 megabits, and its range was only 20 feet indoors. This was soon replaced by 802.11a, which was 5 gigahertz, could go up to 54 megabits in speed, which was a lot more than the 802.11 standard, and it could travel from 25 to 75 feet. 802.11b was also released with a frequency of 2.4 gigahertz, just like 802.11, except this one could travel up to 150 feet, but it only had 11 megabit speeds. We also have 802.11g, which was a big innovation in Wi-Fi. It was 2.4 gigahertz, could go up to 54 megabit speeds, and the range was 150 feet. 802.11n is a standard that we use today. The frequency is 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. The speed can go up to 600 megabits per second. The range can exceed 175 feet. So this is a very good standard as it's much faster and the range is a lot larger. Alright, back to the 15-year-old laptop. I will be using the Sony Vaio PCG FX853. It was released in 2002 and runs Windows XP. The Vaio has 512 megabytes of PC-133 RAM, an AMD Athlon processor, ATI Rage Mobility graphics, and a 30 GB hard drive. For networking, we have Ethernet and a dial-up adapter. And as a bonus, I will also be using this IBM ThinkPad from 1998. Since this laptop runs on Windows 98, I'm unsure if my method of connecting to Wi-Fi will work on it. But we'll see. Because neither of these laptops have built-in Wi-Fi, I will be using this. This device made by Linksys is the Wireless B USB network adapter. This particular model is the WUSB 11 version 4. It uses 802.11b Wi-Fi, which we learned about earlier. And it has one of those designed for Microsoft Windows XP logos on it. So it should work with our Vaio, but we'll see about the ThinkPad. Here is the back of the box where you can see that they have those advertisements that say, you can connect to the internet wirelessly. Cisco made a lot of different purple wireless devices, from routers to PC MCIA cards. Now let's unbox the device. And by the way, this one isn't brand new, it was already opened. I do have another one that's unopened, but I'm just going to preserve that one and leave it unopened. Inside we get drivers and software, some documentation, and the device itself. There's some adhesive on the bottom if you want to mount it on something like a wall. Underneath that are some product specifications. On the top there is a power and link light. It also comes with a USB cable and some warranty stuff. Since the Linksys Wireless B uses 802.11b and WPA, not WPA2, I won't be using our normal router. I would rather not downgrade our main access point to an older Wi-Fi version. Instead, I'm going to be using this router. This is the D-Link DIR615. It's an older router, making it almost perfectly compatible with the Wireless B Wi-Fi adapter. Now let's try it out. The access point is connected to the internet and transmitting Wi-Fi. We are now going to try to connect to the Wi-Fi using the Vaio laptop and the Wireless B Wi-Fi adapter. The current settings are WPA and 802.11b. We will connect to the Wi-Fi network using Windows XP Wi-Fi connection program. After it said that we were connected, I tried the connection on Firefox, but in fact we were not connected. So I reconnected and then I was able to get to Google. But it didn't work too great. The Google logo wasn't even appearing. I decided to bring the laptop closer to the access point. After much troubleshooting, I discovered that distance wasn't the problem. It was WPA. Whether it was Windows XP, the laptop, the Wireless B Wi-Fi adapter, it just wouldn't work. Even WEP wasn't working properly, so I had to turn off all security. After that, websites loaded just fine. I tested the internet speed and it didn't seem to go that high, but that was kind of typical for Windows XP and an old network adapter. And it was a mistake trying to load up YouTube. Soon though, I found out that the problem was not just WPA. One of the USB ports on the laptop wasn't functioning correctly, so I plugged the wireless adapter into the other one, and it worked just fine with WPA. Except for the fact that it would randomly disconnect sometimes and it was pretty slow. And of course Wi-Fi was relatively new at the time, and the infrastructure back then isn't as good as it is today. Here's what it would look like if you were to set up your laptop 15 years ago with Wi-Fi. After starting up your laptop, you would have to plug in the adapter, and it should work, as long as it's not WPA2. I tried troubleshooting many of the problems many different ways, and yes, I did have the time set correctly, time and date, because when you do not have the date set correctly, websites may not load as the certificate is not considered valid. So yes, we have come a long way in Wi-Fi, and it's much easier to connect to the internet via Wi-Fi today. Alright, so you saw Windows XP connect to Wi-Fi. What about Windows 98? We are going to test it with this laptop, the IBM ThinkPad, and we are going to see if this laptop is able to connect to the internet via the Wireless B network adapter. Alright, so the Wireless B network adapter has power. Pick out the antenna there. And I'm gonna have to go set up the access point. Now, because this is Windows 98 and it's one of those ones where you have to install drivers manually, I have the disk here, and this should have the drivers. Let me see. And when I select it on here, I can say have disk, and then do this. And hopefully this is just a CD-ROM. It should be, because this is only CD, it's not a DVD. Pop in the optical drive there. Long story short, the drivers did not install, and I could not find a way to get them to install properly. I kept getting big error messages, so I tried a lot of troubleshooting techniques, but none of them have worked. Now, there might be a way to get this working, and maybe I'll find that way in the future, but I'm not going to do that in this video. But I was successful with getting the 15-year-old laptop running Windows XP to connect to the Wi-Fi. And that's why you may notice that the title is a 15-year-old laptop, not a 20-year-old laptop, because I don't want to clickbait you viewers, because really I didn't get the 20-year-old laptop working, but I did get the 15-year-old laptop working. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, or give it a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you like this content and want to support the channel. Turn on the notifications so then you'll know when I upload a new video, and I'll see you in the next video.